Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston with Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I'm coming to you yet again on a little bit of a Water Wednesday, talking about some of the environmental things that we're doing. Now, I've mentioned a couple times being in the 100-day wool and dress challenge, and I'm going to intersperse some of those photos now so you can kind of get a sense of what's going on. It's literally wearing the same dress for 100 days. I'm only about 2 weeks in, but let's see how it's going. As you can see, I've been coming up with a lot of different combos. I didn't know I had so many pink clothings. I thought I'd really been focusing on jewel tones in the past couple years. And so it's been kind of fun to see what I can pull out for all of these different outfits that go with this dress. This color is called Orchid. It's kind of a pinky purple. See, friends, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun coming up with different outfits. Some are casual, some are a little more dressy, and some are kind of in between. I think you don't see all these sweatshirt combos that I end up in probably after 8 o'clock at night. I'll take off whatever sweater or scarf or whatever, and I'll probably end up in a hoodie, and it's still darn comfortable in that. So as you can see, there's many different ways to wear the dress, whether it's just a little scarf or hoodie, or just throwing a little sweater on over it, or literally throwing another skirt over top of the skirt and using this more as a slip. And what it's allowed me to do is not just evaluate my clothes to see if they go together in a capsule wardrobe. That's kind of where I was going with it, but it's so much more. So I've really been surprised at how all my outfits do really go together, and I really can pull together more creative outfits. Some mornings I'm a little bit more lazy than others, but still it's been kind of exciting, and just to see the versatility of the dress, and it's making me understand maybe a simpler time when people did only have one or two dresses and they wore like an apron, or so like when I put on a sweatshirt, like if I'm going to do housework, I may take off this nice sweater and throw on a sweatshirt quick to get the housework done. If I'm going to cook, yeah, I might put an apron on over this because I'm only washing it once a week. So I am spot cleaning it in between, but I'm a little bit more careful with it. I'm a little more careful with it with the animals, not 100%. I've got some tiny little snags here, but I am being more thoughtful because this is the one dress I'm wearing, and so I want to be a little bit more thoughtful of the investment I've made in my clothing. Not like my clothing is ruling me by any means, but hey, clothes do cost money, and we live in a throwaway society and don't take care of our things. So it is teaching me to take good care of my things. Yeah, to be sure that I spot clean anything, that I check it, that maybe I cover up when I need to cover it up for a different occasion. Also, when I went to do laundry this week, I realized how much laundry I didn't have, because some of the layering pieces I don't wash all the time. Like I don't wear a scarf every time I wash it. I don't wear the zip over jackets every time I wear them. I don't necessarily wash every sweater every time I wear them. And so my laundry is really reduced. So if you're like a single person and you go this route, you might be pleasantly surprised, especially if you're relying like on a laundromat or something. Oh, also, this dress doesn't need dried. You wash it, you can even hand wash it in a sink, but otherwise you would do it cold and delicate, and you hang it up to dry. And honestly, every time I've done it and I wash it is probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night till I get it washed. And it's dry by the next morning when I want to wear it. There was a time there was a damp spot, but honestly, it dried really quickly. And so I have been very impressed. I mean, you read that and you think that's just not going to be possible. Now it is only, I think, 75% wool, and there's some other fabrics in there, and maybe that helps. I think they definitely help with the stretchiness because it's not thick. It's very thin. It's almost like a thin t-shirt feel to it, but it's weird because it does keep me warm. It's currently 40 degrees and I'm out here with just a sweater over this dress. That's it. I'm even in my socks. I don't even have slippers on. So I'm pretty darn warm, and I'm impressed with that. And then so people are like, how could you do it when it gets warmer? Thing is, it's wool. It should adjust. I should be just as comfortable when it gets warmer. The times that I've overheated are times when I've added a lot of cotton layers over top of it, thinking that I was going to need them, and I didn't. I will say, if I do wear, like, just throw a vest on this so I don't overheat or something, when I go out, now that is the vest I've been throwing on most of the time have been fleece vests. First of all, so it's a man-made material, not a natural material. And also my hands still get cold. So while my body is super toasty, my hands will get cold. So, I look a little silly out there, maybe in a sleeveless dress, a tank dress, and gloves. but it's working. And hey, if we can do that, if we can reduce our consumption of clothing, what a great benefit. Because I don't know that everybody knows this or not, but actually some third world countries have requested that America not donate their clothes anymore because our clothes are pieces of crap, and they don't need that. They don't need that. And so it's kind of fun. Yeah, so less laundry. Also, I probably didn't mention the dress came very minimally. It was like a paper envelope it came in, a brown paper, not like a little white number 10 envelope. It came in a little brown envelope, and inside was a little brown wrapper, all completely recyclable, and just this little tiny folded up dress, and it was like nothing. Yeah, so I've been impressed. And as I'm going further along, like right now I'm having to think more a little bit about, hey, what's that in my closet that I haven't worn in a while that might go with this? But as I go along, especially because I'm documenting it, I'll have all these great wardrobe ideas, as well as because I am posting it on Facebook, people have been giving me feedback. Hey, this is my favorite. That one doesn't quite work for you, and here's why. And that's been really cool too. Nobody's been mean about it. They've all been super sweet and encouraging. Even when they don't like an outfit, they're just nicer about it. And hey, that's worth it alone, right? Oh my goodness. So it's been a really fun journey. This is by a company called Wool, WOOL, and A-N-D, Wool and. That's pretty easy to remember. And yeah, they have a 100-day dress challenge where they challenge people to wear one of their dresses for 100 days in a row. Am I going to make it? I don't know, but I'm over 2 weeks in, and it is kind of fun. I did have a moment where I was like, I've had one moment where I was like, do I really want to wear that dress again? But yeah, I did. I really did. And I will say one of our viewers has gotten herself the exact same dress. She is a good bit shorter than me. It looks super cute on her, and I was really thrilled, and she was really happy as well. So if she wants, she can put some comments down below on how it's going and how she likes it, because I am curious, because my main experience with wearing the dress and animals has been with rabbits and dogs, and she has cats. So people may want to know, do cats snag on it? How does cat hair react? I'll have to say, animal hair isn't sticking to it. I really thought that could be a problem going in, that maybe the dog fur and rabbit fur would stick to it, and they're not, which is completely surprising to me, and it makes me really happy. So we'll wait and hear how it reacts to cat fur, as well as this person lives in a much colder place than I do, and I am curious as to her reaction. Now, she's someone who lives in a much colder place outside, but actually she lives in a building with other units, and so her apartment is usually really warm. And again, that is one of the things I've been really looking forward to finding out about her, because she has such drastic differences there. I'm super curious as to how the personal climate control is working for her. So that's about all I had for this Water Wednesday, just to be intentional about our purchases this year, especially this year. In the beginning of the pandemic, it was so easy to just jump on the internet and order whatever you wanted to make yourself happy, and we all became little shopping addicts for a while. So let's, in 2021, okay, we're not in complete panic mode anymore. Let's stop and make some super smart choices, and maybe we can pare down what we need. And if we start paring down on things like our wardrobe, I mean, I'm wearing this differently for 100 days in a row probably, or trying to, but not everybody would. Maybe you'd rotate an outfit every 2 weeks or something, right? But you could pare down the amount of clothing you need. So that's less storage place. There's probably less wear and tear on your clothes if they're not clothes that need washed every day. This dress is completely biodegradable, I think, when I'm done with it. So there's also that. Fleece clothes, I don't think ever break down. I don't know. What are they? So let's start being more intentional this year. Yeah, last year we were kind of struggling to survive and deal with the emotional stress, a lot of emotional stress, right? And we're through that. We're over that. So let's start making some smart, intentional choices. And if you've got great ideas, put them below. I know another viewer had talked about a store whose initials are C and B, who we both kind of like, and you can buy more modest clothes there. Yeah, they're going out of business. So if you know of a great place to buy more modest clothes or more quality clothes, like the wool and dresses, put it in the comments below. We can all share and grow as a community together. God bless you, friends.